was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
A moment now to see the numbers for Derrick Rose. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Now here's Turner. Drills the three-pointer. Here's Brooks. Gibson the screen. Brooks kicks to Heinrich. Passes it to McDermott. And the Bulls with another miss. Boston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Thomas, here we go. Sullinger, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
What's up? Good call.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And that one misses. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining a level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Now here's Turner, following the miss by Taj Gibson. Lee sets a screen for Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Goes back up. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up. And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diop in the way he treats his body.
Now here's Heinrich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Celtics leading by 4. Thomas passes to Turner. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Over to the wing. Heinrich kicks to Brooks. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Outside Bradley. Screen by Lee. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Back to Thomas from deep. Nice D from Brooks. Bulls trail by 3. Noah the screen. Heinrich against Thomas. Noah with a screen for Heinrich. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 5, the Bulls.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Knocked loose. McDermott dishes to Noah. Here's Brooks. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. 3rd in rebounding, 3rd in free throw percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponent field goal percentage. A very improved defensive team.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
Chicago on defense. They trail by 1. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Shot is off. Great defense that time from Noah.
You got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Now Turner. After the missed 3 from Doug McDermott. Thomas with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. Turner against Heinrich. And Turner kicks to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Bradley passes to Lee. Outside Thomas. Here's Olynyk. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston on top. They're up by 5. And we'll get the second.